Welcome back to Fair Value Study. This is your US market recap for Monday, May 4th, 2026. Let's start with Friday's close, because those numbers set a very specific tone for today's opening. On Friday, we saw both the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq reach new all-time closing highs. The S&P 500 rose 0.3% to close at 7,230, while the Nasdaq climbed 0.9% to finish at 25,114. The Dow, however, slipped 0.3% and closed just below 49,500, still unable to decisively hold that 50,000 level. The big driver on Friday was Apple. The tech giant posted fiscal second quarter earnings of $2.01 per share, which is up 21.8% year over year. Their revenues hit nearly $57 billion, marking a new record for the March quarter. Consequently, Apple shares jumped 3.2%. Oil stocks, however, were a different story. Even though Exxon and Chevron both beat earnings estimates, the shares fell roughly 1% each as oil prices originally dropped on news of a potential peace draft involving Iran. Now, moving into Monday, the atmosphere changed. Markets opened cautiously and turned volatile very quickly. Fresh reports out of the Middle East indicated that missiles struck the United Arab Emirates. With Israel and Bahrain on high alert, oil prices reversed course and jumped back above $103 per barrel. That geopolitical shock hit equities immediately. By the afternoon session, the Dow was down nearly 0.8% and the S&P 500 was off by about 0.3%. In corporate news, Norwegian Cruise Line sank 6.5% after issuing weak guidance for the rest of 2026, citing these Middle East disruptions and rising fuel costs. We also saw FedEx drop 4% and UPS fall more than 3%. This happened after Amazon announced the launch of its own full-scale logistics service for outside businesses, which is a massive competitive threat to traditional carriers. On a more positive note, Berkshire Hathaway ticked higher after beating estimates, with its cash pile now approaching $397 billion. Also, crypto stocks got a boost today following reports of a bipartisan Senate deal on the Clarity Act. Looking ahead this week, all eyes are on AMD earnings Tuesday after the bell, followed by Palantir, Coinbase, Uber, and Disney. We also have the April non-farm payrolls report coming Friday. With geopolitical tension rising and a packed earnings calendar, you will want to watch the charts very closely this week. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to join our investing community. Also, hit that bell icon to stay updated on the latest market trends. See you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Disclaimer: this video is for educational and informational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Stock investing involves risk. Please conduct your own research before making any investment decisions.